Good morning, children. Last week we have started with civics in EVS 1 and we have already completed chapter number 5. Moving on with the next chapter, that is 6th chapter, rules are for everyone. Now, what are rules that we are going to see in this chapter? How that need to be followed in our life to make our life in a smoother way. So, let's begin with the chapter. Can you tell some traffic rules? Now you all must be traveling from one place to another, and you all are aware that there are traffic signals, and the signals are asking to follow certain rules. So can you suggest some rules? Like to stop on a red light, to start your vehicle at a green light, you should walk from a zebra lines, many more. The next is give reason why we should obey these rules. Why we should obey the traffic rules? So that discipline will be there, punctuality will be there, and lesser accidents will be there. Which one of these rules do you feel need to be changed? Now, according to me, unnecessary honking of vehicles should be avoided, as well as the speed of the vehicle should be limited. Sometimes people try to overtake big vehicles, and this can lead to accidents, so that need to be stopped. What other rules do you think are needed for better discipline in traffic? One thing I can suggest is that if everyone will follow the rules in a proper manner, automatically traffic could be controlled and no indiscipline will be there in the traffic, and everyone will be able to move their vehicles easily. Even it will lead to less number of accidents or may not occur also. So this way everyone will have a developed thinking and automatically it will reduce less burden on the people. Now in this chapter we are going to see some points that are, first of all we are going to see why rules are necessary, why they are important in our life. Then these rules will help to change the society. That is, if rules have been followed, automatically society will run in a smoother way. Gender equality, customs and traditions, superstitious beliefs, protecting our environment. So let's begin with the explanation. Now, why these rules are necessary in our life? We follow traffic rules so that it moves smoothly. Yes, we need to follow to avoid indiscipline in the traffic. So in the same way, when we follow rules in the traffic, there are certain rules in our social life also. And we need to follow that rules as a citizen of the country. The rules need to be made to specify each person's duties and responsibilities. It's very important that you understand what are your responsibilities towards your society. What all your duties are there to make people aware about the importance of cleanliness or to maintain hygienic. First of all, to make society aware, you need to start from yourself. First, you are going to be the one who are going to make awareness in the society. So it's very important. First, you should be neat and clean. If we follow the rules, our day-to-day life becomes disciplined and we can work more efficiently. Just take an example, when your schools are there, you know that your morning bell of school rings at 7 o'clock. That means you need to reach the school before 7 o'clock. That makes you a discipline that yes, I need to wake up early in the morning and get ready for the school. So in the same way, when you follow these rules slowly and gradually, you learn to develop more rules in your social life also. Rules are meant for everybody. That is, rules are meant for all, though it may be belonging to a higher class or a lower class. Rules are applicable to all the citizens equally by the government. It's not like that it will have a different rule for the higher class, a good standard society, as well as it will be different for a common people. It's not like that. So rules are for everyone and no one is above the rules. If you're going to disobey, if you're not going to follow these rules, then automatically you will lead to punishment, and this may destroy your life completely. So one should follow all the rules that are provided by the government and for the betterment of the society. There is no discrimination in punishments for breaking the rules. In this way, equality is the basis of rules. Everyone will get equal punishment. If you do any kind of crime, automatically you will get the punishment accordingly. And you will not be left. You know that you might have heard in television, if you do any criminal activity, you need to be imprisoned throughout your life or they hang till that. So, rules are meant for everyone, and this is the basis of equality in the society. Moving on with the next point is changes in rules for the society. Our society works according to certain rules. We know that our society is working as per the rules. We have just seen an example of traffic rules, that how they are being followed, and accordingly if you do not follow, then what all consequences you need to face. We make the rules ourselves. Sometimes these rules are flexible. As per the requirement, we make certain changes in the rules. Why these rules are meant? For our goodness. If we do not make these rules, then everyone will be willing to do his or her wish. We have seen even the example of coming to school at 7 o'clock in the morning. If this rule was not there, then what would have happened? One would have arrived at 7, one would have arrived at 8, one would have arrived at 9, or one may after the school at 1 o'clock also. So this rules makes your life a disciplined life, and from this only you learn that how you can be a good person in the society. Proper changes are also introduced in the rules made for a society. We have seen that how rules can be flexible as per the requirement of the society. And there is a difference between the rules of society and law of nature. Rules are flexible. They can be changed. But the law of nature, the nature's law cannot be changed. It is from the God. Natural occurrence cannot be changed. We cannot make any kind of changes in the natural, in the nature. Yes. Flowers are going to grow on trees. Yes. Clouds are going to form in the sky. Is it like that it is going to form on the land surface? No. So these cannot be changed. Natural occurrences follows law of nature. So these changes cannot be changed as it is prescribed by God to the living world. So it's very important that these changes should be there. But sometimes these changes affects the life of people and destroys everything. We cannot change these law of nature. And it's very important that we should not go against it also. Just you can see the rising and the setting of the sun. It describes that it is a daytime and it is a night time. Then is your changing in the seasons. Never stop. You know that after summer it's rainy and after that is your winter. So it cannot be changed. The next is law of gravity does not change. Now this concept of gravity, as we have discussed in EBS science chapter, is given by Sir Isaac Newton. So you can see in the picture, when an apple is falling from a tree, it will come down on the earth's surface because of the gravity pull that earth is having. So this concept of law of gravity was given by Sir Isaac Newton, and accordingly you cannot change the position of falling down of an object. Next is here the rising and falling of the tides. Now you might have heard about earthquakes, that how it comes out from the earth's surface because of the heat. In the same way, when you can see in the image, when the water level rises, it comes from the water bodies, deep inside the water bodies, and it comes up in the height. It is very higher as compared to the normal water level. So that is called as your tides and rising tides. They are very dangerous, and you might have heard during the time of monsoon, your rainy season, this comes, and people are asked to be careful when they are moving, when they are going to the seashores. Whereas falling of the tides means the water is at the normal level. Then we have discussed in chapter number 2 phases of the moon, that how moons waxing and waning takes place. All of these things occur according to the laws of nature. You cannot change this law of nature. You are fixed to follow this law of nature. Why? Because if you go against it, we need to face consequences, the side effects, and it can be in any form, and we are suffering from this. You can see many places we are getting floods, many places we are getting droughts like situation. So it's very difficult. We should not go against the law of nature. Nature's law are constant and fixed, but human laws, that is the laws that are made from the society for the convenience of the human being, that can be changed. If they become outdated, it can be changed as per the convenience. So human laws need to be changed with changing condition. You know that we got independence in 1947, and this is the year 2020. So in these many years, so many changes are there in the rules, duties and responsibilities of the citizens. Now the laws followed in India under the rule of British were different. And what it was decided, that we are not going to follow the laws that were made by the Britishers. So as per our convenience, we have changed the laws. So when India got independence, the situation completely changed. People thought that they would have their own laws, and the laws made by the government of India would be followed, not the laws that were fixed by the Britishers. So, accordingly, changes were made, and this law of civic life changed completely. For example, after independence, the voting age was 21 years. That means you were not having a right to vote in before 21, or you cannot elect the government as per your choice when you have not completed 21. Once you complete your age, then you are having a right to give vote. After 1988, the voting age was lowered to 18 years, and up till now it is followed the same. Once you are 18, you need to make one election card, and then you are having a right to vote and elect the government as per your convenience. Now you can see something in the slide. Two questions are there. People of every age need nourishing food. Yes, correct. Though it may be a small child, though maybe it may be an adult. So all require the same nourishing food. On the other hand, don't girls need as nourishing a diet as is given to boys? Correct? Both should get equal diet, as both are grown-up child, so both requires equal diet. At home they feel only my brother needs good food. So what is the girl telling? That the parents or the family members feel that the boy should get good diet, nourishing diet as compared to girls. Now can you give answer to the girl's question, what she is asking? Of course, girls also need nourishing diet as it is given to boys. We should treat girls and boys equally. There should be no inequality in the society for girls and boys. In what other ways do you feel there is a discrimination between boys and girls? So parents feel that boys are more important than girls. Sometimes girls are not given enough food, healthy diet, and they are deprived of good food. They are prevented from going to school. They are not allowed to go to school, or sometimes if they are allowed to go to school, they may not get higher education as compared to the boys what they are getting. So they may not be allowed to go to colleges for higher studies. They are made to do all household tasks, and even they are forced to marry at a very early age. So that is completely wrong. It should not be done so with the girls. Inequality should not be there for the girls. Both girls and boys should be treated equally. It is completely wrong to make any kind of discrimination between girls and boys. It is unjust to deprive girls of good food or to prevent them from going to school. Yes, it is injustice. Why this injustice should be there in the society? It should be completely banned. Both boys and girls should be treated equally in the society. Such injustice can also be seen with respect to other sections of society, and that we can see that they are not given all the required things from the society. They are deprived of such things in the society. Sometimes they are not treated equally as compared to the other class in the society. Rules have to be made to ensure that no injustice is done. We have seen that rules tells us that all are treated equally in front of the law, and accordingly everyone will get justice.